I'm Scott with Marc's Mobility. Today we're covering the Jazzy 600 ES. This is a mid-wheel drive power chair, so stay tuned. This is the Jazzy 600 ES. This is a basic mid-wheel drive power chair. When I say basic, I mean there's no electrical functions on it. It's kind of a bare bones, simple power chair. What I like about the 600 ES is it has the base that's very similar to the Quantum power chair, which is a high end. It's kind of stripped down a little bit, but the same design overall, similar type of suspension and everything like that. So I do like the 600 ES. This is a mid-wheel drive power chair, meaning your drive wheel's in the center here, and you have two caster wheels on the ground. So that means when you turn the chair, it's going to turn on its own radius. I'll show you that outside when we do our outside demonstration. But the first thing I want to do is look at the base. So this chair has motors right here. These are direct drive motors. They go straight to the wheel, straight to the hub of the wheel. There's nothing, no chains or anything like that. So these are direct drive. Now, if you ever have any issues with this chair and you need to push it, let's say the battery dies, make sure our power is off. You don't want any resistance left over in those motors. You'll take these yellow levers, there's one on each side, flip them down, and that disengages your brakes, and you can freewheel the chair. You would do both motors. Make sure you flip this back into the drive position to where you cannot push the chair, or else the chair is going to give an alarm. It's going to start beeping at you and you can't drive it. So make sure those are in the lock position. That allows the chair to drive because it engages your brakes. Down here on the other side, we've got our suspension. Let me actually turn it so you can see. So this is your front suspension right here. This is adjustable. So it allows you to bring these wheels up. We have our foot plate up here too. You can flip this up if you ever need to transfer from the fronts. That'll move it out of the way. So this chair has the Lynx joystick. I don't know how many hours specifically are on this chair. I can't read that from this joystick. This chair came in pretty good condition. So judging by looking at it, it still has some of the little knobs on the tires. So I would say it didn't have very much usage, maybe like a month or two. This chair also has a swing away joystick. So if you push, you can move this joystick to the side. That helps if you want to get up closer to a table or if you need help pushing off the end of the arms to get out of your chair. So that's your swing away joystick. The Lynx also has a pretty nice horn to it. It's nice and loud, unlike the very quiet beeps on lots of other power chairs these days. The seat is an 18 by 18 seat. This is just the standard seat. It's a little bit bigger than 18 by 18, more like 18 and a half, but they call it an 18-18. This is a captain's seat, which means you have a spring-loaded back here on this handle, which can fold the back down. If you ever need to transport this, we're looking at about 29 inches to the top of the joystick. So you can also, it has a limited recline, so you can bring your chair back about this far. While I have my tape measure or seat to ground on this, to the top of the seat is about 20 inches. So if you need to know that to get under a table. So we have our headrest here. This is removable. You can take this off, and then you can adjust it to whatever height you need. So I'll set it right there for me. And then I believe I've covered everything on this. There's no suspension on the back, but these two wheels are independent of each other, so you can lift one. There's no springs or shocks attached to it, but it is still an independent suspension. It gives you a very smooth ride. This chair is pretty good middle ground. It'll traverse inside very well with that sharp turn, but with the suspension, it will handle some rougher surfaces. It's not an all-terrain chair, but it will do good. I'll show you outside how all that goes. So the last thing I want to cover on this is charging. So this is your charger. This is not the specific one you're going to get with this chair, it's just an example, but one end goes underneath the joystick there. The other end will go into your wall outlet. These are smart chargers, so they will show, usually the color orange means it's charging, then when it goes to green, that'll mean you're fully charged and the charger will stop putting power to the chair. So they are smart chargers. Now this chair takes 55 amp batteries. I will have a link to batteries in the description below. We ship them all across the US. I also have a link to this in the description for pricing. If you want to order this, just check that out. But now we're gonna go outside. We're gonna drive it around a little bit and I'll give you my opinions on this chair. So this is the Jazzy 600 ES. This is a mid-wheel drive power chair, so you can see when I turn, it turns on its own length. So it makes it really great for navigating indoors and other tight spaces like that. It does have basic suspension, so it does have a smooth ride to it. It goes about 4.5 miles an hour. So it's not the fastest power chair. But I'm gonna go ahead and take it in the grass over here. We're gonna see how it does. So it doesn't have the most power, but it does take this hard bottom grass pretty well, especially on the straightaways. I noticed it loses some power on the turns. Could be low power on the batteries, but this is not meant to be an off-road power chair, but you can go through if you need to go through a soccer field or anything to see your kids' games or anything like that. This chair will handle it, but being a mid-wheel drive, it's a little bit more meant for like indoors or hard top surfaces. But once again, this is the 600 ES by Pride Mobility. If you're interested in this, I have a link in the description below. You could also call us if you have any questions on this chair. And thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.